Oh, sorry in advance if I yawn, everyone. It's very late for me.
And it's early for me. We got sound, so that means we should be good to go.
And off we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
So one thing to note is that we are going to be going off of in-game time and not real-life time. So even though Wivaiien started slightly early, that does not mean anything. Both of them having a pretty decent spaceship. Try to get out of there as fast as we can.
So for this first level, what the runners will be trying to do is to pick up 2 yarn to craft the sprint hat, which we will basically be using for the entire run. Sprint hat pretty much does as you would expect. It allows you to sprint, and sprinting's fast, so it'll be very valuable here.
It also does affect it for a lot of movement tricks. Ones that I'm not very good at yet and can't explain that well.
So far, JonCheee taking an early lead as Wivaiien had a bit of trouble picking up some pawns there to gain access to the next level, which requires 5 pawns in order to unlock.
Part of the reason we do this next level first instead of doing the one that's free is that we're going to take time to craft the brewer's hat, which is good for quite a few tricks early on in the game and just speeds up a few different fights.
And in terms of crafting the hats, we will be crafting 3 hats in this run. The first 2 will be crafted right at the very beginning, and 1 will be crafted right near the end. So after they craft the brewing hat, they won't be crafting any more hats for quite a while. Yeah, you can explain this.
So one of the tricks that JonCheee just did is the atom duplication trick. And what that does is by taking damage, we are able to pick up 2 tickets at once instead of just the 1. That also only works on Rift tokens. It does not work on Yarn, unfortunately enough. So that's a trick you're going to see very often. There's only one other time we use it.
And if only taking damage and picking up Yarn doubles it, that would be so good.
That would be nice. Save us so much time.
Mm-hmm.
One of the tricks that we do is we will craft a hat during a cutscene just so we're not twiddling our thumbs.
That was weird. Did you see that
on
I saw that screen? That was funny.
So right here, we have to steal the lunch money off this poor mafia guy who's done nothing wrong. We need these pawns to get into a later level. Unfortunately enough, the pawns he drops is RNG. You can drop anywhere between 3 and 5 each time. So, it's all down to luck. Even if he doesn't drop as much as we like, there are different routes that'll give us different amounts of pawns.
JonCheee getting 30... both runners getting relatively decent amounts. JonCheee with 32 and Weaver with 33, so they're sitting comfortably in terms of pawns for now. This next level, both will be doing is... What's the name of it again? Barrel Battle. This will be the first boss battle in the run, although it's really hard to call it a boss battle because
it's more just a game of Donkey Kong.
There is... what was I going to say? It's completely slipped my mind. Here we go. Okay, so after JonCheee gets rid of these mafia guys, there's a particular spot in this level where if you stand at a certain spot, the following barrels that the mafia guy at the top will throw just won't collide with you.
You can stand there, do your taxes, get a drink. Unfortunately, there's no real good way to speed up this boss fight, so we just kind of gotta stand around and wait.
You can mess around a bit. You can taunt. You can do whatever. Really, it's not necessarily faster, but heck, free couple seconds of not taking any damage is pretty nice.
Free couple seconds, you can stand up, put down your controller for a little while. Yeah, it's nice to have. Not very often you get this kind of downtime in any speedrun. Now you're gonna see JonCheee throw the Brewer's Hat early, so he'll come down much faster than he normally would, getting in hits much faster.
JonCheee leaving Barrel Battle with a slight lead. It's still very close, so I wouldn't count Weaver out of it yet.
Yeah,
there is a lot of places where you can screw up and lose a lot of time, especially near the end.
Now, right at the end of this level is a small cutscene, one of the few that we still end up playing, but we can just skip that no problem. One of the nice things about Hat in Time is that there is a built-in cutscene skip, which just saves so much time.
It's so good. It's so good. So, JonChee's entering down with the Mafia, an actual boss fight level.
No. One of the things he's going to try to do right here is get a double hit off the Mafia guys, so he doesn't have to swing the umbrella as much. And yeah, he got it. Nice. And now we're going to infiltrate the Mafia base. And Wivaiien not too far behind.
Yeah, this is still pretty close so far, so strap yourselves in, chat.
Now, instead of doing all the platforming we're supposed to get up here, we're just going to jump on this lamp and grab our thing of lobsters. We get that so we can just hit this button as fast as we can. That button's a bit glitched, though, where it just doesn't like to respond. Isn't
that bucket crabs, though?
I thought it was lobster, my bad.
That's crabs. Come on, man. Lobsters are way too big.
Fair enough.
Anyway, will JonCheee go for the... Yes, he's going for it. So what JonChee's attempting to do is fight skip. In this certain segment, there is a several second cutscene, and which is unskippable, and it leads to a fight between two Mafia goons. Using the movement JonCheee just did, you can just skip. You can just skip all of that. So JonCheee saving a couple of seconds there.
Oh, this boss fight is one of the few instances of RNG in the run. Basically, it's how many times he likes to drop the sandbags on you. Absolutely nothing we can do about it.
Both runners getting fight skip first try. That's very nice.
Jumping on the Mafia guy's head while he's doing the supercharge speeds it up a little bit. I don't really know by how much.
Supercharge. I think it just depends on the timing of the attacks.
JonCheee is entering the second and final phase that we're actually going to do. Getting through the one required instance of sandbags. Ooh, nice. He's got some good RNG.
That's some good RNG right there.
And now the fight's basically over.
If Weaver gets bad RNG, JonCheee will have a very comfortable lead here. I think Weaver gets some good RNG as well.
So what JonCheee... Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's still going through the fight, my mistake.
So what JonCheee just did was he used the Brewer's Hat on the far right, and when Mafia guy tried to throw him away, it didn't work. Your hitbox is weird, and it pushed him off the Mafia ball, thus ending the fight a good minute early.
No matter how many times I do it, it always looks a bit funny to me, just seeing the Mafia boss just standing, just leaving.
Pushes you away, you just fall through the floor.
Alright, well, let's see if JonCheee will go for the Rift or go for the Golden Vault.
This is one of the few times on the run where runners will do a slightly different path. It really does not matter here.
It's going straight for Rift. He gets that kind of comfortably.
I hate trying to get into there sometimes. It's uncomfortably small.
Yeah, I find it really easy, actually. I always seem to get it. Now, this level's kind of important for cycle, because, well, JonCheee got it. If you're too slow, you won't be able to make that cycle, which wastes a couple seconds, but JonCheee gets it fine. Weaver also going for Rift.
That's generally the big thing about all the time rifts in the game, is getting the right cycles, because if you don't, you're wasting quite a few seconds just standing there.
That first Rift is quite an easy cycle to get, so it's good to gain your bearings. JonCheee going for Hairband, the best hat in the game, by the way.
Aviator or bust. Now, at the end of every time rift, there is that little lottery machine. And that's one other piece of RNG. If you get a remix, the first time you do it, you get a small cutscene that wastes 3 seconds. But you only see it once, so it's fine.
JonCheee was going for the risky double ticket duplication, and he gets it, so that'll save a ton of time. That's okay. There's a safer strat which has you collecting 2 tickets and then duping the 3rd ticket. But as JonCheee just did, you can double dip and get 2 dupes, and it's a lot harder than safe strats, which is what Weaver's going for. So JonChee's going to be into a pretty hefty lead right now.
I believe it saves a good 8 seconds if you get ticket duplication right.
Not only that, if you miss the 2nd ticket duplication, it wastes a ton of time. Weaver making quite a costly mistake there.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember where the 4th ticket is in this level.
I think it's near the lighthouse, or not lighthouse. It's sort of nearer to the beach. I do know where it is, but it's quite far away, so it still wastes a ton of time, even if you know where it is.
Thankfully, he got it, so that's a non-issue.
JonCheee heating up Mafia Town, where you're tasked with closing up these lava taps, which have flooded lava everywhere. Well, I wonder if, judging by his health, I'm guessing JonChee's going for the double death warp here, where after closing a tap, he'll just die here and respawn back at the main little area, so we can go to the next taps much quicker.
Heating up Mafia Town was the level we needed to get all those pawns for. You need 100 pawns to unlock it, and you definitely do not want to be short any pawns here.
There will be other instances in the run where they will need more pawns to unlock other levels. I think they need 230?
Yep.
Or am I wrong?
230.
Yeah, 230. JonCheee successfully getting all the taps, basically.
Now, the alternate path, in case we don't see it, is instead of dying there, you go back and take a cannon. It is safer, but I think it's slower and optimized.
Yeah, Weaver's doing that right now. Weaver has full health right here. So JonCheee has a very sizable lead.
JonCheee exiting with about 11 minutes. That is a really nice time.
That is a really nice time.
We're almost done with Mafia Town for majority of the game. There's just one more time rift to do, and then we're going to go straight to Chapter 3. We're not going to do Chapter 2 till towards the end game.
Yeah, and the reason for that is there is a particular level in Chapter 2 which is basically impossible without the hook shot, and you get the hook shot in Chapter 3, so we kind of have no choice.
The reason we're in barrel battle is the next time rift is right near the entrance.
And thankfully you can pick whatever... Oh, JonCheee with a bit of a mistake there. It's not that costly, you can easily just climb back up. But that'll definitely waste some time. As I was saying, thankfully the game allows you to pick any act you want as soon as you complete them. So it's very nice little thing in the game.
Once again, this level is all about cycles. It's an easy cycle to get, though.
We've completing heating up at around near 12 minutes, so JonChee's maybe a minute ahead.
That's quite a bit of time lost, but there is a lot of time for him to catch up.
Yeah, I still think this is anyone's game.
And JonCheee gets the timepiece. He is headed to Chapter 3.
That was a very... Sorry, voice crack. That was a very good cycle.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of Mario Galaxy / Mario Sunshine in the Time Rift levels.
Yeah,
more Sunshine than anything else.
The devs have like pretty much said that this game is inspired by games like Mario Sunshine, and it definitely shows with the Rift levels.
Oh, it's not just Sunshine. You're gonna see a lot of Paper Mario.
Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna have to stop you here. Let's see if he goes for. Yep, he's going for bag skip.
Oh, I'm a little behind.
Ooh. Okay, so I'll explain bag skip. In this particular level, if you just go on ahead, you are forced into a 40-second cutscene, and we don't like that. Ooh, JonCheee make it up. Nah, he's going to ignore bag skip. What you can do is you can jump between two trees that are very far apart, and with an STJ or a sprint double jump, and successfully doing it will allow you to skip this cutscene that JonCheee is basically in. Unfortunately, the skip is extremely difficult to the point where it's the hardest skip in the game. No other skip compares.
Let me put it this way. The world record of this game just got beat again, and he screwed up bag skip. So, it's possible to do well without it, but it definitely saves some time.
Oh. Yeah, JonCheee didn't even attempt the jump because he fell off the tree, so he just decided to just keep going. Wivaiien not going for bag skip at all, so because JonCheee tried to unsuccessfully did bag skip, Wivaiien saves Weaver's what's the word for it? JonChee's lead has decreased a little bit.
So to kind of explain the plot of this chapter, the Snatcher here has stolen our soul and is making us do contracts. Right now we have to burn these pictures to kill the fox spirits, but it's okay, they want to die. We're not committing crimes. We're totally the villain. What JonCheee is setting up for is a death warp. Basically, he's going to use this cherry bomb to knock himself into the into the timepiece, and then he's going to respawn so we can just go straight to Subcon Well. This is one of the only times in the game where killing yourself is faster than just going back to the level, back to the hub.
It'll be used 2 other times, or it could be. There are 2 other spots where you can do that, but the runners may not go for it because they can be quite risky.
I know specifically one other time, which isn't until Parade. What's the other one?
It's the Moon. It's the Parade.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's the one. Oh, right. I know what you mean now.
Yeah, JonCheee successfully did the death skip, so he'll be going straight into Well, where we will obtain the hook shot.
Now, if they'd successfully done bag skip, they would never spawn into contractual obligations again. Because if they did, they'd have to go through that cutscene, because obviously they skipped it. It does not matter for this run, but it's an interesting tidbit nonetheless.
As JonCheee successfully getting that SDJ to get those 2 yarn. You can explain what happened with JonCheee there.
Basically, the collision between the well and that tree is a little weird, so he's able to dive into it and get himself flung up. It's a little finicky sometimes, but it saves quite a few seconds if you get it done right.
The trick I have for that is to jump and then immediately dive. That's what I use. That's what I do when I go for that particular trick.
The problem I tend to have with it is more timing getting out of the dive and getting up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. That can screw you over.
My PB, I don't even go for the trick.
Yeah, especially since the purple ground underneath you slows you down. So anyway, as JonChee's attempting to escape well.
Yeah. Basically, the only thing interesting about Well is that we can climb up walls and skip quite a bit of the level by getting onto these hook shots.
As JonCheee, Wivaiien going for a strat I never seen before for that yarn. But yeah, JonCheee escaping the well as Weaver just enters it.
Now, most runners play this on PC, and one of the weird quirks about this level in particular is that when the contract menu comes up, you can still move using keyboard and mouse. So that lets us grab the hourglass while the menu's up and then return to hub so we don't have to watch the cutscene.
Yeah, I just found that out today and it blew my mind. I'm like, what? You can move all the menus up?
Yeah, that's really weird. I don't know why that's the case.
Weaver had a bit of trouble getting that yarn, but he did get it. He did get it, so that's good. I really
Now,
need
you
more
might
water.
see runners take slightly different yarn paths depending on the path they take. It really doesn't matter unless they're going for specific tricks.
Okay, so JonChee's now entering Vanessa's manor. What he's going to do is just going to skip that obvious Snatcher trap, because the only contract we ever need for this run is one of the last levels for Subcon Forest, so he just doesn't need to.
Now, what we're supposed to be doing here is find ways to blow up each wall, but they're just low enough that we can jump over each wall no problem, saving quite a bit of time.
Now, the next skip for JonCheee is probably one of my favorite skips in this game.
I agree.
Purely on the comedic factor. So here's the story for everyone that doesn't know. This level was, from what I've heard, quite a nightmare for the beta runners of this game. And the developers, Gears for Breakfast, knew of this, so they decided, let's add a skip for everyone. All you got to do is go between these barrels, crawl, and there you go. Whole level's done. The
original Queen Vanessa's Manor had 3 floors instead of the 2 that's in the final game, and it's slow. No matter what you do, it's slow. So that saves so much time. One of the tricks that JonCheee just pulled off, it was hard to tell. There's a cutscene in that room, but by jumping on the door, and you can just jump over the cutscene trigger. It saves about 7 seconds. This is another part of the run where they're likely to change the order. There are 2 time rifts we have to do, and then 1 more level before we're done Chapter 3.
Yes, unfortunately we don't get to fight Snatcher, so we're not going to be seeing the best level in the game.
With the best music in the game.
Yeah. If you want to see that, go for all timepieces. That's an hour and a half, so yeah. As JonCheee enters Pipe, that's right. I was going to say Village.
Only thing of note to say here is that this is a hookshot level, and also the red ones fall after standing on them for a second. It's mostly just timing again.
To the person in chat, I cannot say your name, that says that they put in that skip on purpose because it was too hard. The level wasn't too hard. It was a mixture of too slow and also too terrifying, because that level is actually like terrifying.
No, I believe what he's referring to is the third floor that they took out.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
That was specifically said to be too hard.
Okay. He mentioned skip, so I thought he was mentioning the skip.
Yeah.
All right, my mistake. It's like 11:30, so
unless I'm looking at that wrong.
It's like 11:30.
Never mind. He's talking about the skip. I'm sorry.
Jackal, please. I'm going crazy here now.
You're fine. You're fine. We're fine.
I need sleep. Anyway, moving on. JonCheee, from what I remember, he did do...
He did pipe. He's now headed to Village.
Yeah. He did pipe very well. No mistakes. Oh, you were mentioning... I'm going crazy. Help me.
Moving on from our insanity, JonCheee is headed to Village, which is the next of the time rifts. Not a whole lot to say going there, just some nice dive boosts, which are the fastest movement in the game. Well, sorry, second fastest next to sliding.
I was going to mention if he was going to go for the spider strat, completely negated that. Just got up there by himself. Still need to learn that. So this one is a little less of the cycle side. Even if you're like, even if you're a bit slow here, it doesn't really matter. There is a particular thing at the end where you can either hit a bell or not hit a bell to reach a timepiece, because what you're supposed to do is hit bells and go around the little area to reach the timepiece, but you could just simply jump towards it by climbing on top of this bell. Yep, JonChee's hitting the bell.
You don't need to hit the bell, but it's good for safety.
Yeah, like if you miss it, you can easily land on the platform and then jump again to the timepiece. It has saved me in a couple runs, so it's not necessary, but it can be good just in case.
He got on the first try, which is better than I've seen a lot of people do in this tournament.
You can very easily miss the jump and then get tilted from that, and then miss more jumps after that.
All right, so now we're going to change genres for a second. This is no longer a platform. This is going to be a third-person shooter where we shoot melee at little guys.
And this will be the only level in the game where the runners will exclusively use the keyboard, because aiming with the controller is terrible and you should not do it at all.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not used to doing with the keyboard, so for my PB run, I used the controller.
Oh,
I can definitely save time on this level because of that, though.
Yeah.
But I can say it is definitely much slower.
There's a lot of routes you can take for this route here, because there's just so many people that want their mail, so it's really up to you, but it would be generally a good idea to get a really fast route.
We try to have the guy in front of Snatcher be the last one, so we can end up in the timepiece when the contract spawns, so once again we can just skip out of there.
So JonChee's heading into Deadbird Studio, 23 minutes in. This is a very good pace.
Gotta remember to re-equip the hook shot here, because we are going to need it for a level not too far from now.
So for this level, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So the lore for Deadbird Studio is you come across a movie studio led by two, I'd call them crazy birds, and throughout Deadbird Studio they try to make you a movie star. But,
and they succeed.
But sinister actions happen near the end, but we won't get to see any of that, so for now we'll just...
For all we know, it's legitimate business.
For this particular level, it's basically a stealth mission. You try to not get caught, and if you do get caught, you're taken to a checkpoint. The previous checkpoint, I should say.
Speaking of checkpoints, JonCheee just pulled off a slight death warp there. By jumping the way he did, he ended up skipping a little slow bit and ending up later in the level, and doing some nice platforming, skipped the rest of the level.
And JonCheee just got past the infamous Terminator Penguin. That Terminator Penguin is really, really bad. If he spots you for even a millisecond, you're caught, basically.
So DDA Grooves here is giving you a bird passport. You do have a chance to draw on it, but for obvious reasons, we don't, because it's slow.
Unless, of course, you wanna be funny, and some runners have done that, and I give those runners mad props.
25 minutes out of Deadbird, that is a really good time.
Yeah, JonChee's got quite a lead. Although I would still argue it's still anyone's game. JonCheee can still easily screw up.
This is the part of the run where things can... this is the part of the run where people can easily lose a lot of time just from simple mistakes.
This level.
I love this level casually. Speed, it's not bad, but it loses a lot of the charm. Now
Plus,
these express owls.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
And plus, I don't have good experiences with this level. Jackal knows firsthand.
We'll get there when we get there. These quote-unquote express owls will try to harass you and get some information out of you. We only have to talk to one of them, and it's just faster to use keyboard and mouse for that. It keeps the on-screen keyboard from spawning.
So for this particular one, you're a detective trying to solve a mystery of who killed that poor owl. And what you're supposed to do is Weaver doing a little funny thing there. What you're supposed to do is collect clues and everything, but you can just easily just skip most of the level by sequence breaking.
Now, one of the things I haven't mentioned yet is we do play on the 1.0 version. That skips one of the reasons that is not possible to do on any other patch. So even though it mentions a time limit, it's not actually a time limit, it's trigger-based. And because of that skip, we screwed up the triggers and are almost at the end of the level.
Oh no, okay, I'm getting flashbacks now.
So, what he's referring to is we're going to do a little trick, jump up to another button we're not supposed to get to, and then some runners will take this key, jump over to the door on the right, and jump over just like that.
You made it.
Now, during Anime Fans run, and one other run so far, they have fallen and ended up using the key on that locked door instead. And that wastes so much time.
It does. It's so bad. Thankfully, JonCheee did get it, so...
I commentated over both, so I'm bad luck. Personally, I opt to take the slower but safer left route, so I don't accidentally do that.
And I honestly don't blame any runner for going for that, because heaven forbid I'll never do that strat again in a race.
Oh no, he got caught. He has to do the capture now.
It's not that bad.
No,
just
not
like
at all.
2 seconds. But still, that's still 2 seconds down the drain.
Now, at the end of each level, whoever you're working for is getting points. We want Conductor to be the one to get the most points because his speech at the end is slightly faster. Picture perfect here. Our goal is to become the greatest diva in all the land. By getting your picture taken, saying hi to the fans, get endorsements from DJ Grooves.
And getting 2 yarns to be able to craft the final hat for the run, which is the ice hat, which will be used, I would say, 2 times in this entire run.
Depends on the strats.
Yeah, it really does. Whenever I run, I use it once, and that's it.
Same. I don't do that. I don't do the death trick yet. We'll get to that later, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll get to that later.
Now, one thing to say about Deadbird Studios: we're supposed to be collecting evidence, but we say, nah, who needs evidence, and collect none of them. And because of that, the game just defaults to Conductor being the culprit. Now, if you do that casually, you do get an achievement for that.
I think that's a pretty cool secret.
Oh,
not gonna lie.
Game says you suck.
JonCheee going for the Gallery Rift. In terms of Gallery Rift, it doesn't really matter at what point you do it, as long as you do the first level of Deadbird, so you don't respawn back at Subcon, or the Subcon telescope, I should say. And what JonCheee just did there was jump at a height to the point where the game just gave him the checkpoint. But
he tried to go for some risky strats there.
Yeah, failed the SDJ.
That time he got it.
This is a really good run by JonCheee. As he exits gallery at 30 minutes and 6 seconds.
Now one of the things I should mention that you can do is if you time it right after you get your prize, you can save and quit back to the hub. It saves a little bit of time. However, if you screw it up, you'll end up with a black screen and have to save and quit, which is an instant disqualification, so don't try it in a race.
Yes. Probably not the best idea to go for extremely risky strats for like a second save. As JonCheee enters probably my favorite level in the game, which is Train Rush.
Yeah, I can't disagree. It's just really exhilarating.
It's like speedrunning personified into a level. So the lore is, in a bid to make the best movie ever, the conductor has decided to strap a bomb to the front of the train, and he tasks you with trying to defuse it by making you run from the back of the train all the way to the front. And as the timer on the bottom right goes lower, the music gets faster and faster, and it's so good. Such a great level.
I believe the developers, like before the game fully came out, did a speedrunning event involving this level.
Yeah, they did. It was so good. This was the first level a lot of people had of this game, so yeah, I really like this level. In terms of speedrunning, it's because you can very easily...
I was gonna say, I don't think it's that much different speedrunning and doing it casually.
Yeah, but in terms of me speedrunning it, it's like, I don't know, it's just personal preference of mine. I mean, yeah, I'm weird like that. Oh, JonCheee barely...
Nearly fell in the lava.
We had a death in Train Rush earlier today, and
Really?
yeah. My apologies. JonCheee getting a fairly clean Train Rush as he's making the ice hat, which is the final hat of the run. The Dweller's Mask and the Time Stop hat are not used at all.
If you want to see the time stop hat, go look up Dio%.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Dio%, one of the greatest things I've ever made.
I was gonna say, wasn't it you actually who made that one?
Yep.
That answers that.
I have a full run of it, and it's so good. No, it's not. Anyway, JonCheee is entering the AliExpress Rift.
Now, even though they're both on Train Rush, remember JonCheee did do Gallery Rift, which Wivaiien hasn't done.
All right, we'll see if JonCheee will go for. He's going for it. Nah, yeah, that wasn't a good first attempt.
I want to say it's an SDJ he has to do to get that.
I think you can fail the SDJ, but just barely make it. You have to time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. JonCheee does get it on the second attempt.
Basically, what he's going for there is just to skip hitting 2 buttons and a small cutscene.
I wouldn't blame anyone for going for the safe route because it's not extremely difficult, but it's fairly difficult. Now, for this one, JonChee's supposed to hit those 2 buttons, but he could just climb this little lamppost and just jump straight towards.
It's a little finicky, but definitely saves time because it avoids another small cutscene.
We'll see if Weaver will go for that SDJ. He's going for it. He did get the jump, but now he has to go through the rotating platforms. And he does get it first try, so JonChee's lead does disappear quite a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that saves a little bit of time.
Saves a little bit of time, but JonCheee is still like comfortably in the lead. And now we get the 4 minute.
Big Parade ain't that great.
Yeah. 4 minute auto scroller. 4
Get out your
minute
copy
auto
pastas if you
scroller.
have them.
So what JonCheee is meant to do here is wait out until that blue bar at the bottom right fills up, do a task, wait for the blue bar, do a task, wait for the blue bar, and then pick up the timepiece.
All while being followed by Shadow Marios and the floor being lava.
And all the while trying to pick up enough ponds to enter the last level, which requires ponds, which
50.
is... Yes, 50. So he needs 50. So he has 33. I think he's all good.
If there isn't one more chance to get pawns. Unless he goes for the Death Warp.
Yeah. There's two ways to do that. The barrels, which he destroyed earlier, trying to get into gallery, or you can just go to Roomby with the little Roomba Hat Girl has, and just whack him a bit.
But if you do that, you're a monster.
Yeah, but ponds, dude. Ponds.
Once again, I am of the opinion Hat Kid is probably the villain. Mustache Girl is right all along.
Hat Kid's just mischievous. I don't know what you're talking about.
She stole the mafia guy's lunch money.
She is pure and wholesome.
It's actually what I nicknamed that in my split, is stealing the lunch money.
That's pretty funny. Anyway, JonCheee. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now that she's hit the switches, every once in a while, a few of the platforms will electrify, so that's even more lava you gotta avoid. And he's got enough pawns.
Yep. JonCheee, I just barely got to 50, actually.
Yeah, he's in good shape.
Yep. There's nothing you can do to speed it up. You just wait.
Now, one of the nice things about the ice hat is you can spawn into it and just kind of sit there and wait. But that's only if you go for the ice hat earlier. Some people don't craft it until cheating the race, which is the last level.
Weaver does have quite a few ponds, so he's fairly comfortable for pond count right now. So he'll have no problems getting to cheating the race.
Now, these penguins are going to throw out some DJ Grooves tokens. You don't want to collect those because, once again, we want Conductor to win and not DJ Grooves. But if DJ Grooves wins, it doesn't hurt that badly.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not too bad. It's literally half a second. That's it. But
it's
half a second is...
half a second.
It's still half a second, so you want to go for Conductor. And besides, Conductor's best character.
That's not how you pronounce Snatcher.
Second best.
All right,
okay.
I'll accept that. So now JonCheee is heading into the final of the final phase.
Ooh, JonChee's going.
He's setting for the Death Warp.
He's going for risky strats, boys.
So what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to have the owls who have stupidly large knockback send him into the hourglass, so that when he collects it, he'll die, much like he did in Contractual Obligations.
And as someone in chat just pointed out, Grooves will not gain any points if you collect the timepiece, so it'll make getting the Conductor a lot easier.
Now, the other reason we do this Death Warp is because of the fact that the next time rift is in this level. So
you got it.
From going back to menu. Very nice.
You got it. Very good first try.
Now, if you were failed that's a good 40-second time loss.
You have to wait for the blue bar to fill up again, which is not good at all. So now we're into the moon, which is another level where you can def abuse, but I don't think JonChee's going to go for it, as he's not taking damage immediately.
You're being followed by the owls again, and you, much like last time, abuse their knockback to die into the hourglass. Here it skips the roulette, which is nice.
I'm very interested to see him go for the... Oh, that was a bad launch there. Very interested to see him go for the Death Warp at Big Parade, but not here. Maybe he's being a bit safe, although this Death Warp's fairly easy to do.
I'd say it's probably safety, because, at least in my opinion, that rift is one of the more annoying ones in the game.
Fair enough.
JonCheee is headed now to the hardest split in the game. You will never gold on it
Oh
once in your
no.
life.
It's this one, isn't it?
It's the hardest one. Runs have died to it.
Oh, I'm scared now. We believe JonCheee.
You got this, JonCheee.
Who
Got
won?
let Conductor win. Even though he's kind of smug about it.
Okay, you got Conductor, so he has a bit of a he's got a better chance.
And
Oh,
he didn't make
he
the
almost
jump.
he barely made that. Man, that was heart pounding.
All right, memes aside, now for the actual what most new runners would consider the hardest split, cheating the race.
Debatable. Cheating the race is hard, definitely for newcomers. I wouldn't say it's the hardest. Finale's the hardest, but cheating the race is a beginner's nightmare. So I can't exactly blame anyone for saying that.
Oh no, I think he screwed up the death
Oh,
warp.
did Weaver? No, maybe. No, he got it. He got it.
Oh, he got it. Good.
He got it.
Oh, I thought he messed it up.
Yeah, I think he just went a bit early there. JonChee's going for
going
forward. He's going for forward. Go. The strats.
So most runners will go backwards, as it's a bit easier to pull off. But
I don't think
forward is becoming the new hip thing, and then he failed it.
Yeah. JonCheee failing CTR.
So what's supposed to happen there? We're supposed to get the time stop hat and use that to...
Weaver. Oh no, Weaver.
Nope, sorry.
He went for the SCJ and he missed. Anyway, go ahead.
Gonna try it again?
Yeah, he's got it.
So what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to use the time stop hat to really cheat this race.
Or the scooter.
Or the scooter? I didn't know the scooter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the scooter is a viable strat.
Yeah, you can do it, scooter.
The game recommends time stop hat. But we say, now we're going to win this legitimately.
Yeah, JonCheee getting a much better movement for forward CTR. It blows my mind how people can do CTR forward. It blows my mind. Most people go backwards.
Forward is the faster strat by a few seconds, but backwards is a bit safer.
It's very hard. It's hard enough going backwards. When you go backwards, you enter a cannon, and you just make your way there. I'm expecting Weaver to go backwards. We'll see. As JonCheee enters the second last level.
Did Weaver do gallery yet?
I would imagine so.
I think he did. I might just be going crazy.
JonCheee with very smooth movement as he picks up 25 timepieces, which is enough to enter the final level.
Oh no, we even didn't do. Wait, yes he did. Yes he did.
Even if he didn't,
23.
I was gonna say, even if he didn't, he could just easily go there now.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't remember seeing him do it.
So for this segment, you just take control of Mustache Girl for a little bit. You just head to the vault, and that's it.
So at the end of Deadbird Studios, there you get a phone call that's basically like, "Yo, everything was rigged. Come back and help us." And we just go, "Nah, dog, don't need it."
Lol, no.
That's slow, and we don't do slow. Speaking of slow, we also don't do any of Chapter 4 because Chapter 4 is very big and very slow.
As Weaver goes for backward CTR, JonCheee will be skipping this puzzle, which requires Dweller Mask, Ice Hat, and another hat, and just jumps over the fence using a grandfather clock.
So we're not supposed to be able to do Finale without the Dweller's Mask, but in the 1.0 release, there is a very difficult to do glitch.
You'll see. Weaver getting CTR first try, very nice.
Backwards is the more common of the strats, and while it's slightly slower, it's a bit easier for people to learn. I wouldn't call it safer. Nothing about CTR is safe when you're starting out.
Fair enough, fair enough. So, for some reason, there's just this hole here. And you can jump through it. And for some reason, there's this little segment that he can walk on. And for some reason, there's 2 walls which you can climb up.
And for some odd reason, the ceiling is mostly solid, even though it's not actually there.
And for some reason, you can slide near the very end of the side, which makes you go faster.
There's so many coincidences that makes finale skip possible. Once again, this is only available in the 1.0 version. Any other version, this will not work.
Yeah, the hole's gone.
Now, if we were not able to do this finale skip, we could not do the final level without
Dweller's Mask. Which is, I think, 12 yarn?
It's 12. Also known as
JonChee's going for the YOLO strats right now.
There's a few different ways to do finale. The top of finale slides is the fastest, but it's also the riskiest.
He did the riskiest slides first try. What a madman.
There's also just dive boosting off the top, which is the much safer strat.
What JonCheee had to do was to move out of the way of 2 very small invisible walls and to jump over a fairly big hole just in the middle of the top of the ceiling. So there was 2 ways he could have bonked and 1 way he could have soft locked and being forced to go to hub. But now here he is into the final boss fight.
Dang, he got a triple first
That was
round.
a very nice triple. As Wivaiien enters finale. As JonCheee, as JonCheee enters the second phase of the fight, Weaver's just entering finale right now. So JonCheee might have cemented his victory, although again, there is a chance that JonCheee can choke this.
Now this is one of the other times we used the Brewer's Hat. By taking it out and hitting her when she's jumping up in the air, you're able to hit her faster than you should. Also, Wivaiien got lucky and clipped through the lava. So now when he goes up there, he's going to have 3 health to do the first phase instead of 2.
JonCheee with some very nice hits in. Very, very fast movement, really. And before anyone asks why is the quality of the stream going down, don't worry. The bit rates is just being destroyed by the nature of the final boss fight.
Press F to pay respects.
Rip the frames, rip the bit rate, rip everything.
To answer the chat, no, triple is not the best you can do. I've seen somebody get 5 hits in a row.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can get a quad hit in. I've gotten quad once, but as Jackal said, you can get 5 hits. I've never seen 5 hits, so that would be pretty hype. As Weaver just jumps over the hole.
So this part of the fight is RNG, depending on how many times she feels like putting up her shield. JonChee getting some good RNG though, being able to get a bunch of double hits in. Kill Mustache Girl, save the bit rate. Alright.
Always.
And now John's entering the final phase. He has basically won this.
Yeah. In this stage of the fight, you can't die. Because, as you'll see, basically everyone figures, hey, the Hat Kid has the power of time, and we have health pons, so we can kill ourselves, give Hat Kid some health pons, and Hat Kid can bring us back. So basically, yeah, for this final phase, you are invincible. You cannot be killed. You can be hit, but you can't lose at this point.
You don't want to get hit, though, because that is slower, because obviously you get stunned.
We are getting into the second phase fairly quickly.
Yeah, no, all things considered, this was still a pretty close race.
Definitely.
No major mistakes on either end.
He's almost there. That was a very nice double hit there. And JonCheee will be finishing with a 48, a fantastic time.
Yes.
He missed. He was over his PB by around 2 minutes ish,
which is not bad at all. But congratulations to JonCheee. Excellent race.
Very, very solid.
Wivaiien getting into the third phase of the fight now, so he is not too far behind.
This is still fairly close.
What time is he at right now? Is that a 48?
There's no way he'll be able to go past these 2 stages in 45 seconds. So
that'd be nice, though.
That would have been clutch. That would have been the most hype ending ever. But still, both runners have done really, really well. Not a lot of mistakes at all, actually.
No, they both played really optimally.
There's been some mistakes here and there, but that's to be expected, really. Both runners did really, really well.
Like, nobody screwed up Owl Express. Nobody soft locked. It was a good race.
It wasn't even a heartbreaking defeat. Perfect all around, to be honest.
And Wivaiien heading into the final phase.
We should see if we can get JonCheee in for an interview.
Yeah. So yeah, whenever you're ready. Whenever he's ready, I mean.
Do we just invite him? I have no idea how this works.
he still has the
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember. I'm dumb. It's like 12. It's like midnight for me.
You're fine. And Wivaiien entering the final phase of the fight again. Gonna end probably around a little over 50.
Man, if only he'd gotten under 50.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
What's Weave's PB actually?
His PB
50 minutes 13 seconds.
He could still, depending on how well this goes, PB by a couple seconds.
It's possible.
It's close.
Come on, Weaver. Come on. Ended on a high note.
He could
Ended
still
on
PB.
a high note.
I think he's gonna PB.
Oh my god, he's gonna do it! He's gonna do it!
Well,
nah, I don't. Yeah.
No, cutscene played too slow.
He's off by yeah. 3 seconds. He missed PB by 3 seconds.
Damn.
That's a really good run by him.
Congrats to all the runners.
Oh. Hello, Hello, John. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Really, really good run there.
It was alright.
It was alright, he says.
I didn't get bag skips, and then I missed the failed express.
The rift. Yeah, I was surprised you fell down there. There wasn't.
Yeah, I was just bad.
Look, man, if Spy can get a world record without bag skip, you're fine.
Yeah, we'll get there.
The dream.
Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
Besides, probably tired. How you feeling?
It's pretty good, I guess.
Hey.
Hello, Weaver.
Weaver.
You were so close, Weaver.
So close to PB, my dude. 3 seconds.
Man. I mean, I know I can do better, but the nerfs got to me.
You still did a really good run, though.
You did really, really well.
Heck, in a race getting close to PB, that's a great run.
Yeah, I think that's still pretty good.
You were only a minute 30 behind me.
I mean, that's still good.
Yeah, you guys are really close, all things considered.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I was wondering how well you're doing.
Yeah, there's been like a few instances where their nerfs got to me, I couldn't SDJ, and then I just bonked and messed up. But otherwise, I think I got Death Parade first try, which is nice.
Yeah, I thought you screwed it up for a second.
Yeah. Jackal was all like, "Oh no," and I'm like, "He's got it. Don't worry."
The cutscene might screw me up most of the times, but hey, it worked out, so that's fine.
One thing which I was surprised that I messed up was CTR.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you messed
I
up CTR?
never mess up CTR.
Yeah, that
Did
was
you-
one of the.
Did you
I
bonk
was surprised.
somewhere?
No, I just missed a billion
Yeah.
divers.
Yeah, yeah, he just not movement was not good enough.
I didn't think anybody would be going forward for CTR.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen it so far in the tournament.
I was gonna say, at some point in commentary, I was gonna be like, "Why are you going forward in CTR? Are you a madman?"
The
Are
answer
people
is
not doing
yes.
CTR anymore? Am I that far behind?
Uh,
What are people
well,
doing nowadays?
people would still do backwards. Some people do forwards because they find it easier.
Fair enough.
Oh,
But,
that
like-
way. Okay, I see.
The second time I did CTR, I was like, perfect.
Yeah, that was real nice.
Did you do backskip?
No, I didn't. I went up the
Ah.
tree and then I tried to get up onto the
Yeah,
little
he-
branch.
He
And then I
fell
fell.
down, so he just went forward anyway.
Honestly, I think you made the right call by not trying it again after the first try.
Yeah, I was just
I'd
like,
say
I'm
so,
probably not
yeah.
gonna get it. It's a bit
Man.
nervous because I did practice it.
How many
Yeah.
people have gotten bag skip in this tournament? I know Pulsar got one.
Wolfer got it.
I think username got it too. I'm not sure.
I think I remember Fuff getting it.
Hmm.
Like we've seen it a few times in the tournament so far.
Man.
You guys got most of the tricks you wanted to get done. You got fight skip, no problem.
Yeah,
Like,
fight
death
skips.
wolf, no problem.
Yeah, what kinda gets me, I did a practice run before that, which I entered finale 40 seconds ahead.
Dang.
So I'm kinda
Nice.
sad this didn't work out, this run.
It's okay, you just gotta keep going, man.
Okay,
Still out.
so now all the results of this match are. JonCheee, you're now gonna fight Dokar. You're
Hey
gonna
man,
fight
good luck on that.
I'm done, man. I'm so done.
Madoka. And Weaver, you will be versing, if I can find it.
Oh, do I actually have someone already?
It's double elimination.
Yeah, I know
You
that,
will
but
be
is
versing
there already someone I'm fighting against?
Mildew.
Mildew.
Mildew. Is
And,
Mildew
yeah.
still actually in the tournament? Or
Yes,
did he
Mildew.
drop out completely?
Yeah, I think he just lost the first round.
Okay.
Yeah, he lost against Invader Pig.
I see.
Now, just so you guys know, at 3 p.m. EDT, we have another race going on here between Freck the Mighty versus Yavar, which should be a very
Ooh.
interesting race.
That's really interesting. What place are they in? Let me check. Alright, anyway. Yeah. I
Words.
I would commentate that, but it's midnight. I need to sleep now. I've been going crazy.
And how
Yeah,
many
no,
hours is that?
6 hours. 5 hours.
Oh,
Is it
dang.
5 hours.
Yeah, it's 5 hours from now.
Oh, someone in chat just said he forfeited the first round. Didn't know that.
Okay,
I
so
thought so.
still around. He's still possibly here for round 2.
Hopefully.
But yeah, oh, whoops, dropped my water bottle. Oh man, I'm tired.
Where
Anyway.
are you going?
Huh?
I see you entering Deadbird Studios.
I'm totally not.
What are you doing?
That's a lie.
What is this?
He's
Doing
totally not
ATP
being
stuff.
the PhD of conductor fight.
PhD
Wait.
conductor fight.
Weaver, the game is done. You can stop playing now.
Hey man, this is
Let's go,
ATP
bro.
now.
Welcome to the speedrun of the finale of Chapter 2.
Welcome to the all-time pieces route. Hope you guys enjoy this.
I mean, it's not a secret that there's gonna be an ATP tournament after this run, right?
Oh, there's going to be? Oh,
Yeah, I think Flair said
Whoa.
that there's gonna be one.
Leaking the info.
I mean, that's not leaking if it's official already.
But there's like 34 whole runners that have even bothered to do the category.
Hey man, it's gonna work out. People are gonna get into it, hopefully.
I mean,
You never know.
what did
Wait,
he
now
say?
JonChee's doing it.
What is... Guys, the game is done. We have a victor. What are you doing?
This is now a race to conductor.
You started first. This isn't fair.
We should probably get out of here before the
I mean, I'm
eyedrop
just
starts.
ahead. Hello. What's wrong?
Chat help. Chat help. Help.
That's probably going to be it for us for now, though. Thank you guys for watching.
But yeah, congratulations,
Thanks for watching,
JonCheee.
guys.
Congratulations to JonCheee, and great job, both runners.
Yo, congrats, man.
Yeah, great races. I
you
hope
very much.
you all continue to do well.
I sure
Maybe-
hope so.
Good luck, you losers. We hope.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Now I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Yeah, go get some sleep, man. Later.
All right. See you later, everyone.
See ya,
See ya.
guys.